What's happening, guys? Welcome to Slip the Jab Boxing. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it. So, Moses Itauma, the heavyweight prodigy that everybody seems to be talking about at the moment, it seems like he's targeting a fight with Joseph Parker. He made that call out, or at least Frank Warren's made that call out on his behalf, or, it's come out via Frank Warren that he's basically interested in that fight. I don't think it's necessarily a bad fight. It's definitely a fight I'd like to see, because I'd like to see Moses Itauma versus anybody, really. I'm happy to see him continue to challenge himself. But I'm not sure Joseph Parker is the right fight for him right now. Joseph Parker is experienced and he is fast. When it comes to Moses Itauma, I think he needs like bigger, slower heavyweights at the moment. His hand speed is very good and he seems like he has a lot of power, but Joseph Parker has already seen that in Andy Ruiz. So I'm not really sure he's going to be able to surprise Joseph Parker with anything he hasn't seen before. There was talk of Joe Joyce, him looking at Joe Joyce. That's the kind of fight he should be looking at. Someone a bit slower, who should be able to take him a few rounds, but the speed difference should be able to, keep Moses Itauma looking good. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to provide a knockout in each performance, but it does help to look good if he wants to become world heavyweight champion, because at the end of the day, people have to be interested in you. If you're going to try and challenge for something ahead of your time, then you're going to need interest behind you. And he definitely has that at the moment. He's been looking good in fights. I'm interested. I've seen some people saying that he doesn't necessarily deserve to take Mike Tyson's record. I mean, you can't really say that. You can't say someone deserves something or they do or don't deserve something just by nature of your thought. They have to challenge themselves, and by their results, they will deem whether they're worthy or not. I think in today's society, there's a big problem where when people dare to be great or try to be the greatest, other people who watch that take it as a lack of greatness on their side, when everybody's in their own race, everybody's trying to do what they do. Everybody can only be the best at what they're trying to be. Someone else's success is not a sign of your lack of success. Everybody should just be focusing on themselves. At the end of the day, life is a race against yourself. You should just be trying to be better than you were yesterday. But this isn't a motivational video. This is about Moses Itauma. The Joseph Parker fight, I'd be interested. Sure, why not? Like I said, I don't think it's the best fight for him next or moving forward. I think I'd be interested in that as maybe a fight after he won the heavyweight championship. Do I think he could do it? Probably. If the belts become fragmented, I don't really see any reason he can't. I mean, if I look at the number one contenders in each division, in the WBC you have, Tyson Fury. Obviously, I don't think he'd stay around if the belts became fragmented, but if he did, do I think Ituama could beat him next year? Potentially, especially if he's lost to Usyk twice on the bounce. I mean, I wouldn't say that Moses Itauma definitely wins that, but I would give him at least like a nice 40% chance. But let's say Fury retired, you'd have Caballero. Once again, I'm definitely giving Itauma a chance in that. In the WBA, Bakole's number one, Martin Bakole. Would I think he'd beat Bakole? Probably not. I think I'd probably favour Bakole in that one. But once again, it's not a fight he definitely can't win. Definitely not. The IBF champion right now is Daniel Dubois. So is that a fight he could win? Yes. I mean, once again, I'd lean more towards Dubois, but it's definitely possible. And then the WBO number one rated is AJ. If the belts became fragmented, do I see AJ staying on? Maybe, because AJ seems to be a lot fresher than the other heavyweights at his level at the moment. The Tyson Fury, Usyk, and Deontay Wilder. Wilder seems finished. Usyk seems like he's got a lot of miles on the clock. Like he's a small guy getting hit by very, very big guys. So although he's able to deal with it in the ring, I'm sure it's having his effect. It's having his effects on him. And then Fury, he hasn't lived a life as we all know, so he's not aging well at all. So I see AJ going on the longest. Do I see Ituama beating AJ? Oh, once again, more than likely not.
More than likely not. I think I'm leaning towards AJ quite heavily on that. But the heavyweight landscape could change between now and then. This is just me just looking at things. But I definitely think it's possible. We'll see at the end of the day. Guys, let me know what you think. Do you think it's possible? Do you want to see it happen? Do you want to see him become the youngest heavyweight champion of all time? Or do you prefer that it stays Mike Tyson? I mean, do you care? Do you care at all? If he becomes world champion, what do you think he should do after that? I know I'm going far in the future there, but yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know what you think. Take it easy.